Kolkata also made its first radio contact with the incoming jets. INS Kolkata, which is deployed in the Arabian Sea, wished the Rafale squadron leader a safe landing at the Ambala airbase.
Indian naval warship Delta 63. Welcome to the Indian Ocean.
Naval warship Delta 63, Arrow Leader, many thanks. Most reassuring to have an Indian warship guarding the seas.
Arrow Leader Delta 63. May you touch the sky with glory. Happy landings.
Delta 63, Arrow Leader, wish you fair winds. Happy hunting, over and out.
Journey from France to India saw the 5 jets making an overnight stop at the Al Dhafra base near Abu Dhabi. The Indian Air Force took to Twitter on Tuesday to showcase their new acquisition. The multiple pictures of the jets refueling mid-air were released by the IAF. The jets were refueled by 2 French Air Force tankers that are accompanying the Rafales. The jets are being flown by pilots of the Indian Air Force who have been trained by the Dassault Aviation, the company that has manufactured the Rafale fighter jets. The Section 144 has also been imposed near Ambala Air Base, and security has been beefed up ahead of Rafale's arrival. And Air Force Chief R.K.S. Baruria will be at the base to personally receive the fighter jets. He'll also be briefed by the Rafale pilots on their flying experience and also the training that they received in France. The 5 jets will be inducted into India's first Rafale squadron called the Golden Arrows, which will operate out of the Ambala Air Base. The Air Force is also looking to expedite the operationalization of the Rafales. The jets ordered by India are fitted with many specific modifications demanded by the Indian Air Force. These include the Israeli helmet-mounted displays, radar warning receivers, low-band jammers and infrared tracking systems, amongst other India-specific modifications that Indian government has asked the Dassault Aviation Company to incorporate. So when all 36 Rafale jets will be delivered sometime in the year 2022, it will take India's total squadron strength to 32. It is still well below the 42 squadrons of the sanctioned strength. Now, Rafale is said to be a 4.5 generation fighter jet with a top speed of almost about 1.8 Mach. And it is also said to be a multi-role capable fighter jet that can be used in electronic warfare, in air defense, in ground support and also in in-depth strikes. Now, Rafale is said to be a game changer, allowing India to exercise air superiority in the region. Now, China's J-20 Chengdu is a 5th generation combat jet and is said to be the most likely adversary of India's Rafale. Now, Rafale is said to have been tested in live missions such as in Afghanistan, Libya and Mali, while China's J-20 fighter jet at this point of time has never been tested in a live war scenario. And also what is interesting at this point of time is that these are fighter jets that will be inducted and they will become operational in the year 2022. Now, the Indian government is hailing this as a game changer in many ways in terms of the capability of the Indian Air Force in carrying out several missions and also in establishing air superiority. Now, the overall empty weight of the Rafale fighter jet is said to be about 10 tons. It has a flight range of about 3,700 kilometers. This is the range that the Rafale can actually fly before it needs to be refueled, and it can be refueled mid-air as what was displayed while the Rafales were flying from France to India. It can also fly at a height of about 50,000 feet, and this is has been touted as one of the most advanced fighter jets there is anywhere in the world. Now, the Rafale has 14 storage stations for weapons. This is, of course, going to be a key. A fighter jet is, of course, nothing without its weapons. And these are some of the weapons that the Rafale jet actually can carry on board with it. Now, the Rafale jet comes fitted with some of the most advanced Meteor air-to-air missiles. The 190-kilogram missile is said to have a beyond visual range of over 100 kilometers that can travel at a top speed of Mach 4. The F-16 jets that were used by Pakistan carry the AMRAAM missile, which has a beyond visual range of about 75 kilometers. And it is being said that the Rafales will outperform the Pakistani F-16 fighter jets in a dogfight. This is something that a lot of people say is something that is confirmed. But how will the Rafale fare against the Chinese J-20 Chengdu is something that a lot of people are looking at in terms of the tactics that will be employed and in terms of how air superiority will be exercised in the worst case scenario. But Rafale adds to the military arsenal that India already has. India has many capable fighter jets. The Sukhoi Mki-30s are said to be some of the finest fighter jets to exercise air superiority anywhere in the world. And the Rafales, of course, will add to India's military arsenal. Now, besides this, Rafale also come with what is known as the Scalp, the air-to-ground cruise missile that has a range of over 300 kilometers. It is a long-range, deep strike missile that the Rafale is fitted with. Now, besides the Meteor and the Scalp, the Mika air-to-air missile is also fitted on the Rafale, and this is used both in close-quarter dogfights and also in the beyond visual range strikes. Now, also what is interesting is that at the last minute, India had requested Dassault Aviation that the Rafale fighter jets that are being sent to India should be fitted with the Hammer. The Hammer is, of course, an acronym for the Highly Agile and Maneuverable Ammunition Extended Range. This is said to be an air-to-ground precision-guided missile that's produced by the French conglomerate Safran, and it is used against bunker-type hardened targets. And these are missiles that can take out targets in a range of about 70 kilometers. So these are some of the weapons that the Rafale can in fact carry, and it is these weapons that are fitted onto a fighter jet that make Rafale such a capable and potent aircraft. So these are some of the highlights. So we can expect the Rafale to land any moment now. And these are the visuals that were put out by the Indian Defence Ministry just a little while back, where the 5 Rafale fighter jets on their either flanks are being escorted by the Sukhoi Mki-30 fighter jets. Now, many people are saying that this is going to be a game changer. Remember, this, of course, is just one more addition to India's Air Force strength. But this is going to be an important factor where defense acquisition has become so controversial and so sluggish in the Indian context. The fact that 5 of these Rafale fighter jets, the deal for which had been agreed in the year 2016, are now going to touch down on land in India is, of course, being viewed as a big achievement. And this is one more fighter jet in India's weaponry arsenal that we are getting to exercise air superiority in the region. It is fitted with some of the best missiles that you can think of, and in any scenario of a possible dogfight, the Indians would, of course, come out on the top. And to give us more information on this, we are joined in by WION's Siddhant Sibil, who's joining us with more information on the 5 Rafale jets that are expected to touch down in the Ambala Air Force Base.